Democracy has long been portrayed as humanity's fairest system, the voice of the people, one person, one vote, the antidote to tyranny. But at some point, it stopped being just a political order and became a business model. Not metaphorically, metaphorically, a model with customers, marketing teams, revenue targets, and shareholders. And ordinary citizens aren't among them. The shareholders are those who learned how to monetize public hopes, fears, and ideals. Democracy as an ideal is ancient. Democracy as an industry is modern. In ancient Athens, citizens debated and voted directly, no ads, lobbyists, or data teams. As societies expanded, representation created an invisible marketplace between influencers and the influenced. And like any market, those who paid the most gained the best shelves. Over time, elections turned into large-scale commercial operations. Rallies, pamphlets, newspaper endorsements, all demanded money. The real shift came when mass media met mass politics. Radio and television made persuasion scalable, turning civic duty into something resembling consumer marketing. The 1960 Kennedy-Nixon debate revealed the new rule: image sells. And once politics learned the language of selling, campaign spending exploded. Candidates became products. Voters became customers. Donors, corporations, and interest groups became the true shareholders. This logic spread globally. Political messaging began mimicking corporate segmentation, branding, and viral marketing. Tools evolved, but the core principle stayed the same. You invest in persuasion if you want market share in votes. The business model thrives because the product never ends. Every election cycle repackages the same promises, generating revenue for consultants, media firms, pollsters, and tech platforms. Like the fashion industry, politics operates on planned obsolescence, new slogans, new villains, same fabric underneath. Money dominates the system. In theory, each vote is equal. In practice, money buys the microphone. Lobbyists exemplify this dynamic, serving as intermediaries between democracy's shareholders and policymakers. Globally, the line between lobbying and bribery is often thin. Commerce has saturated political language. Parties manage their brand, analyze voter demographics like market segments, and test policies for appeal rather than feasibility. Donor interests quietly shape outcomes. If funders are in finance, regulation stalls. If in energy, climate policy slows. It's not ideology, it's investment logic. Wanted money concentrates power. Democracy becomes resilient only in the sense that it remains profitable. But profitability doesn't require trust. Outrage can be monetized just as effectively as enthusiasm. Social media supercharges this. Instead of broadcasting one message to millions, platforms deliver millions of personalized messages crafted to exploit biases. And because engagement pays, polarizing content becomes the most valuable. The crisis of trust in democracy is not a mystery. It is the predictable result of decades of treating politics as a profit center. Seen financially, politics begins to resemble a monopoly. Incumbents hold resources, recognition, and loyalty networks. New movements face immense entry barriers. Disruptive actors are absorbed, crushed, or bought, like in any industry. The bitter irony is that democracy's shareholders don't need a healthy democracy. They only need a system that looks democratic enough to ensure participation. If participation declines, the product is rebranded with terms like efficiency or modernization. As long as returns continue, the model persists, regardless of whether it fulfills its original promises. This matters because if democracy is an industry, you are both consumer and raw material. Your attention, data, and vote fuel the machine. The real danger is believing your role is passive. Understanding the political economic logic around you is a form of literacy. History repeats the same warning. Systems that prioritize profitability over public need collapse, slowly through apathy or suddenly through upheaval. The cost is always paid by the customers. So at every election, ask, who benefits? Who funds this? Who profits? The answers reveal more about the future of freedom than any slogan.